It looks like we are live.
What?
I don't know if somebody can check on our stream too, just make sure everything comes through okay.
Shall
I'll,
check on the stream.
I can check.
Hello.
Chickity check.
We're checking the checks.
We're checking the checks. We're cashing the cash, and we're ranking up a lot of credit card debt because it's the final days. Hey, there we
Oh,
go.
my.
Hey, go us. Yeah.
Audio sounds good.
Okay, good.
So this is a twin stick arcade shooter.
Except I would highly recommend using a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how that is.
I had a switch. I tried it with the controller, but
How many sticks are on your mouse and keyboard? I must ask.
Six.
infinite sticks actually.
So I got the special keyboard. This is the latest from Razer, and it has flight sticks in place of actual keys.
You be quiet now.
But yeah, so
Oh,
this
boy.
is a twin stick shooter. They're zombies or whatever. Did we say they're not
Mutants.
zombies? Zombies.
They're
but
mutants.
Not mutants. But yeah, we tried it with the gamepad, and you can kind of see this the cursors on the screen even when you use a gamepad, and it kind of like snaps to the closest target, which is a bit. I don't know.
It doesn't feel great.
No.
I'm using a controller solely, and there's something very
Yeah, like I think I see what they were trying to do because there's all these aim bonuses and stuff like that you get.
yeah.
And they didn't want the controllers to be at a disadvantage, but yeah. So I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. Jason's doing the controller.
Well, which I don't understand, right? Like, for this game has local co-op, right? And then it has online co-op for up to 16. Oh, I meant to actually. Okay, yeah. So it also has combo co-op.
Yep.
And when you're doing local co-op on the PC, somebody's got to use a controller, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just how that works. So it seems weird that I don't think they would try and make it so that the controller is bad in comparison to the keyboard, but it just.
Well, like I said, I think they try to not. They try to find a way to not gimp it, right? So that the controller could get the bonuses for the. You can see good shot, the 25% bonus for the more accurate
Sure.
shots, all that stuff. So I think that's what the intent was. It's just it throws you off of because it's not like any other twin stick shooter in that regard. And maybe what I can do is as we play through, I can switch to the controller so you can kind of see it. But yeah, so basic thing is there's different maps. Each map has 7 waves.
For this campaign, what I'm going to interject here with real quick is that there's 2 campaigns and 2 other modes, and so this campaign is it's horde survival basically.
Okay. Yeah, the basically it's trying to find a good choke point to run the monsters into and just annihilate what you can. There's a little counter in the bottom right. There's all these special kinds of ammo you can pick up. You can see what you have in the top right there. Oh, hello. I need to go get some health. Crap.
Me both.
So yeah,
Yeah, they will bust through walls and doors and stuff eventually. So you have to be a little bit wary of that.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, so the levels that you go through here. Oh, I'm the last alive, huh?
You are the last alive.
Bang. Was one thing I've learned, it's that zombies, mutants, they all hate shotguns.
I'm back in 7 seconds.
Wait, actually, sorry. Let me get that right. Good, bad, I'm the guy with the gun.
There you go.
But yeah, so these different, it's interesting. So the campaigns unlock the other modes. So as we're playing through these and completing these maps, it probably show up on Nick's screen there. It'll say, oh, you've now unlocked this map in the Last Stand mode. And Last Stand is basically, you take a map and see how long you can survive. The ways then become infinite instead of a fixed number.
Gotcha.
And the other mode, which I think is actually a little bit more interesting with what all they've got going on here. The other mode is, oh, I'm gonna die. Yep.
Okay.
I'm just like in a corner and they're gnawing on my corpse. So the other mode is, it will show off the campaign version of it, but it's like you're working your way through a bunker and you're trying to get out, and then other mode is basically the reverse of that. Is you're going into a bunker and you're clearing out floor by floor, trying to get as far as you can.
That's a lot of guys. Holy crap!
Run away! I've got
have
1 second.
I don't have any good weapons right now, really.
We need explosives. That's what we really need.
Go. I must have ran over the high explosive gun on the way down the hall.
There we go.
There's also a pipe bomb you can pick up that it's kind of nice because it'll track them and then explode.
Yeah, it works very much like Left 4 Dead. It even has the whole
time
you know.
beating.
Go and get those. No. Did not get to that in time.
I will say the online seems to go pretty smoothly, which is a rarity in some indie games anymore. Yeah,
Wonder what they're. Are they using? Do you think they're using Steam or are they going through their own?
Well, they're using their own engine for the co-op for sure. Even if you use Steam,
Sure, you still have to use your netcode, but whether or not you're using them for matchmaking and stuff.
That was the thing, right? So we had a little bit of trouble getting it started because it doesn't seem to have any of the Steam functionality built in.
Yeah.
Had to, forward port like we did in the 90s here, but
the 90s are alive in indie games.
Are alive and well. The soundtrack, I kind of had to turn the volume down, but it's rare and metal guitar, rock guitar going the whole time. I don't know. I think it fits pretty well.
Yeah. I honestly had it turned down. Just wasn't even listening to it.
Oh boy. Oh, whoa! I hit the chat button. That was bad.
Tell me all about your ticket.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to pick a weapon. Is there a weapon wheel with the keyboard? I guess you probably don't know because you're just using the controller.
Yeah.
I need to fit because that is better than trying to switch with the hotkeys.
Oh yeah. You cycle through the weapons with X and Y, and you reload with right bumper, and that's just throwing me all kinds of off.
Yeah, when I was playing with the controller, I liked holding in the bumper and bringing up the wheel to kind of select. I thought that was a little bit quicker. Whoa, hello. You do also have a shove move that seems to buy you some time. I don't see any crates with health or ammo.
I have to do some exploring here. We can go over here, like in this building.
Yeah, there's only 11 dudes left, so...
Yep. As far as the enemy types, it just seems some are bigger than others, but nothing really special zombies that I've seen.
There's a building on top right. Yeah, there's the one big guy takes a bunch of shots.
Yeah, I'm bummed that we haven't gotten. Oh, here's a medical crate down here.
But there's no spitter zombies or ones that are very offensive. It's just
Listen, all these mutants are offensive, but in different ways.
It was offensive for our Canadian brother, not offensive.
Offensive.
I don't see any mutants wearing toques.
They're all beanies.
I do like how like they'll bust through things and there's like half of a door. You're like, that'll kind of keep him out. Oop, oop, oop. Run this way. Sneak trail through the room. I do like that the minimap shows you where there's pickups and kind of like where there's pings on your radar for enemies. So you don't have to go hunting for them. The fog of war is good, but it's a bit much.
It's a bit annoying. Like it's almost too much. Like it needs some vignetting or something to like ease the transition. It's very hard.
Yeah, it's just like even the movie The Fog didn't have this much fog. To recall a classic MST3K line.
Oh, hey now.
Huzzah! Yeah, I'm saving up all my ammo for this last round because I know it's gonna be. I'm surprised that we haven't gotten a pipe bomb yet. Like
Yeah.
I feel like most of these rounds they always give you at least one.
Oh, the door opened the wrong way. I went to open it to let him in, and it was the other side. I thought it was standing it. Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, I don't know how quite to describe the feel of this. Like the twin stick shooterness, the way I'm so used to twin stick shooters is this really snappy, very precise thing.
Yeah.
And this is just like you constantly feel because it's fighting against you. That's why it's always fighting against you. It's always trying to return like neutral position, like a couple feet in front of you or a couple inches, whatever, in front of you. And so you're constantly fighting against that, and it's a bad feel, man. But that being said, like I said, the other mode I kind of like a little bit more, and when we have a chance to show that off, I'll get into why. But I think with the way that all of this is set up, the way this works, the other mode is a better implementation of some of these ideas, because this huge open space where everything is coming towards you and you're trying to, survive and stuff like that is, I think you just need a different kind of control and different kind of, responsiveness to things to make something like that work better. And not have this like literally the fog appears behind my character. Like as I rotate around, I can just see the fog just blanket right behind me. Anything that's not directly in front of my field of vision or whatever. And that's just it gets even worse when you're on low health, because then the sides of the screen start getting red. So then you have even more kind of like blocking you. But the other mode, it's like you're going room by room down narrow corridors, so there isn't as much open space to try and see things. And you're going towards enemies instead of them all just rushing at you. So that makes it a little bit more manageable. Yeah.
Oh boy. I just got mauled so quick.
Oh no.
One of the side doors was open.
No, I'm gonna die. Nick.
Let's see if it lets me mode. What's the other mode? Last stand, or is that not
No, it's
eradication?
escape. It's the other campaign.
Oh, campaign escape. Complete rendezvous to unlock. No. I mean, you could try seeing if you can host, maybe.
Sure.
Host, then you're gonna have to deal with the friggin' port thing. Maybe.
Maybe. Let's see. Max player. Let's put that down. Alright, I think that stuff's enabled. Let's see if you can join me. It took it a little bit, like I had to go and...
Yep, I found it. Sweet.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, so this is the other mode. This is going through the bunker then. And yeah, so now instead of being in the big open space, we're clearing room by room. And the fog is still super oppressive, but again, since you're dealing with such a smaller space, enemies really aren't coming towards you. You're going towards them. I think it's a little bit like this works a little bit more. But again, I still just have such a hard time being like, okay, you know, everything that's behind me now no longer exists as far as like the
Yeah.
fog in this game is concerned.
Well, it's less of the fog and more of your field of view.
Yeah.
It's like simulating what.
It's just I don't know. It needs a little bit of padding. It's just
Yeah. This is where I say, look, I can look behind me, okay? I don't know what's wrong with you all. I got full 360 field of vision.
Got that owl vision, owl
Yeah.
neck.
Oh yeah. Hoot hoot, baby. Yeah, so this campaign, so in the other one there's 7 days to go through and each day has 7 waves. Nick was on veteran. I think I just put it to like rookie or whatever it was because I wanted to just clear him. But this campaign then, instead of going through the different waves, you have 20 floors to clear, and it will do checkpoints so of a sort. So if you get every 5 floors, like, you know, if you're like, all right, I'm gonna put this down and come back in a bit, you can pick up like 15 B10 B5 or whatever, so you don't have to start all the way from the bottom again, which is nice. But yeah, the same thing with different ammo types. Things will kind of unlock as you go, so you'll see it say drop unlocked. So the more that you play, that means those ammo types will start showing up. Not really, I wouldn't really say rogue anything like light or like. It's just kind of, you know, slow progress, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, this mode's pretty cool.
Right, and like I said, it kind of works better because you're less concerned about, you know, trying to bring things into narrow corridors or lay traps or something like that. You just
Yeah.
and again, having not the limited field of vision is fine when you like, okay, I know there's nothing behind me because I cleared out that way or whatever. And yeah, so the other mode, Last Stand, like I said, is just the survival mode, infinite waves. The other mode that you unlock after you complete this is you doing this, but it's just an infinite bunker.
Is that a metaphor for something?
To life.
Maybe.
Life is an infinite bunker when you really think about it. But I mean, like, you got to really think about it. Like, it's been a good 2 or 3 minutes. Found the exit.
Coming. So the levels aren't completely linear either, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I haven't paid too much attention to the map, but it seems like they're kind of randomly generated, or they look different each time.
Did you happen to check the price of this before we played? I forgot to look.
I want to say in the $9.99 price range. I can double check that real quick. Pretty sure that was what it was, but I feel like at this point, $7.99.
Okay.
Close. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think I want to see. I would like to see. You know, this is, I think, the developer's first game. I think it's just one developer too. So like, there's a lot of things where, you know, if you want to sit here and talk about art design or whatever, like, hey, they've got shapes and they're, you know, I can recognize what I am, my Sam Fisher looking character versus the mutant zombies and the pipes and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So I think that's fine. Like I said, some of the bigger things are kind of more mechanics and the way some of those things kind of transition and happen. So, but you know, I don't mind the fact that there's a little bit of skill involved with like the aiming and what they're, you know, trying to do with that. I think the issue just comes where mouse and keyboard, that's fine, but like, well, whoa, what was that?
No, it sounded like a dragon or something.
It was like this whole pipe burst. But I think if you're gonna make a game that, you know, has controller support, trying to find a good way to balance that and not have it where you're fighting it, you know. But yeah, hey, I mean, 16 players, combo co-op, it's always a nice thing. It's running pretty
I wonder if
smooth.
it'll let me switch to the controller. Oh, failed to connect to server. Server full. Oh, interesting. I tried to join the game in combo co-op, and it's complaining the server's full. Huh.
Says you died.
Oh, I did die.
Oh.
Because I was trying to pull up the second player.
Are you gonna respawn here?
Yeah, it's 4 seconds.
Okay. I'm gonna steal all your stuff.
It put me all the way back at the beginning.
It's okay. The exit's right here. Let's see. If I just go to the exit, I think it should take both of us.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
So yeah, that's Final Days. Out now on Steam for $7.99.
So up next.
Yeah, we're gonna go down for just a second so that we can get Locke and Mike in here. They're gonna be showing off Ninjin Clash of Carrots.
Yeah, I hope you guys like anime and vegetables.
Oh, I love those. Are like,
that's my wheelhouse, baby.
that's my Tinder
we
profile.
will need a second, but yeah.
That is my Tinder profile right there. Is just anime and vegetables.
All right, let's.
I have the yeah. I can take over the stream once you guys are off.
Okay.
That's why I love Kakarot so much.
Tell me the game has okra in it, and I'm sold.
It's got a lot of carrots. A lot of carrots.
Too many carrots, or just the right amount of carrots?
It's got a ton of carrots.
Are you turning orange from all that beta carotene?
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
All right. So yeah, give us a second. We're gonna shut the. Hey, ow!
Shut the
So
A
yes.
out.
Shut the A ow! Some doom is still
Hey, yo.
coming after me. We'll turn off the stream here for Final Days, and then we'll come back up in just a second with Ninja and Clash of Carrots.